You want to make 2021 the best year yet, then you need to do these 5 things to get started and to really set yourself for success this year. If you're watching this video, that means number 1, you have no clue who I am. Number 2, you're trying to make 2021 the best year yet. And number 3, you're looking for ways to do that. If that is exactly what you want, keep on watching this video because I'm about to tell you 5 very important tips that will help you get through 2021 and really make it the best year so far. Because I love you guys so much, I have added a bonus tip at the end, so you cannot exit out, you cannot skip all the way to the end, because that tip is gonna tie everything and all the other tips together. So make sure you watch the whole video. Leave comments below of which tip is your favorite, if you want me to expand on a specific tip, or if you want me to post different ideas or different explanations on how I usually go about my life, then make sure you leave it down below. And of course, the usual, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and follow me on Instagram because you want to stay up to date with my life when I am not filming. Tip number 1, which might seem very obvious to a lot of people, but I'm still gonna say it because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't do this, is to set up a goal or a vision board for the year. In this vision board, you can set up different things that you're trying to accomplish, maybe change, what kind of aesthetic or vibe you're trying to go for. And it is super simple and easy to do. You can simply just go to Pinterest, save some pictures that you're liking that kind of represent a goal that you have for yourself, and just make a collage out of it. This is my vision board for this year, which I have it all set up, and I did it through Canva and Pinterest. So super easy, both free, and I know it's very accessible, so it's not something major that you need to go out of your way of doing. It's just simply sitting down and figuring out, what are you trying to do this year? What are you trying to accomplish? Is there something that you've been wanting to do that you just haven't gotten the chance to? And most importantly, is there something specific in your life that you're trying to change, either about yourself, your situation, or your environment, that you want to change this year? That is my first and number 1 tip. The rest of the tips don't really work if you don't do the first one, and that really ties in to my next tip, because tip number 2 is all about scheduling your time. This is something that is very iffy. A lot of people do it, a lot of people don't do it, people don't have the time, but I have found it so useful to get a calendar. There is calendars on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet, either Google Calendars or iPhone has a calendar itself, or there's paper calendars, agendas, planners. There's so many things. Go to Home Goods, to Target, get yourself a planner where you can write down your day, and that it has space to write down what you have to do every single day. I'm gonna tell you exactly why. You got a planner, you have sections divided. How? By different colors. That's just simply how I do it. I obviously have college, I have my work, and personal stuff, which includes YouTube, Instagram, and just simply doctor's appointment, whatever it may be. I have 3 different color pens that I write down on my planner. I have a planner, a physical planner, and I also have my Google calendars where I put everything. If I have a doctor's appointment, a work meeting, whatever it may be, I put everything on there. You grab your different pens, you sit down, and you figure out what you have to do for that week. So every single day you have different things that you need to get done. And after you finish those things, you always check it off or strike it through, because that to me gives me like a peace, and like it makes me feel so satisfied by the fact that I finished one of the things on my to-do list. An extra bonus to yourself, even though you might still have 9 things to do, at least they're not 10 anymore. You might have 1,000 things to do, and if you don't write it down and if you don't organize your time, you're not gonna get anywhere. However, there is something very critical. One day you have a lot of things that you have to do. You're feeling very overwhelmed because it's so much and you don't think you're gonna do it in time. Leave some space in between breaks, whether it is to go grab a snack, to go for a walk, check your phone, go on Instagram and on TikTok and Snapchat and hopefully YouTube, so you guys watch this. Make sure you guys are putting a timer, because it is so easy to go on Instagram and scroll, and then it's like 5-minute break becomes a 10-minute break, becomes an hour break, 2 hours, and there goes your time, there goes your day, you didn't do anything. It's natural to want breaks, it's natural to get tired, and set different breaks in between your task and time yourself so that you make sure you do everything according to plan. It just simply makes everything so much better and so much easier because you're not running around with 1,000 things in your head trying to figure out everything that you have to do. Don't forget that at the end I'm giving you a bonus tip that's gonna really tie everything in together, so keep on watching. Tip number 3 is to stay healthy and take care of yourself. This is very important. I have found that this has helped me a lot. You can subscribe to a gym. You can work out at home. There's so many YouTube videos, TikTok videos, Instagram tips on how to work out at home with your own body weight. Also subscribe to classes. Whatever it is that you like doing, do it and get into it. It's all about having a healthy lifestyle, not a diet for a month, or not really working out for a whole month and then you gas out and have nothing else to do for the rest of the year. I have had a lot of ups and downs when it comes to this because I get injured very easily, and I had a major injury, which my knee, which I had 2 surgeries on. I'm sure I'll tell you guys about it in another video, but every single time I would try to come back into working out, which I love doing weights and going to the gym, every single time I would come back to do that, I would get gassed out so fast because I was focusing on killing myself literally the first 30 days, the first month, and then after that I would lose all my motivation to continue because I literally couldn't go anymore. You just set up a plan, you do it, and you go at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to the other people. Don't say, my friend is working out 6 times a week for 3 hours a day, I need to be doing that, when you're not used to working out at all. This also includes eating well, eating healthy. So hard to just keep on track and staying on a healthy lifestyle because I don't like doing diets because I never finish them. What I do is I give myself some rewards throughout the week, and I can talk more about it, but it's simply finding a balance between eating healthy but also giving yourself some treats so it can balance out and you don't feel super overwhelmed all the single. This really ties into my 4th tip, which is working on yourself and on your faith. To me, it is very important to keep on growing my relationship with God, going to church, getting involved in my community, and just simply becoming better myself. Pick something and I focus on myself and start working towards that. Simply ask yourself, how can I be better? How can I improve myself? And this does not mean you have to fit a certain stereotype or you have to fit how society is telling you to be, but just simply really be honest with yourself. How can I be better? It's not something to bring yourself down about. It's simply something to work towards and really have emotional and intelligent growth throughout the whole year. Take some time to work on yourself and really figure out what you're trying to improve this year as a person. My last final tip is budgeting and saving. This is all about knowing how much you're making, what your fixed expenses are, wants versus your needs. Disclaimer, I don't know anything about this.
Get some help.
It's just simply have done stuff that has worked for me, so that's what I'm going to be telling you. Do whatever works for you. First up is figuring out your fixed expenses. This is your rent, your car insurance, your water bill, all the different bills that come every single month that are the same price and that you have to pay. So you gotta figure out an average income that you usually get every month so that you can figure out how much you can spend and how much you're saving. So you sit down, you figure out how much you make. You subtract the fixed expenses, which is how much you have to pay, and then that money that is left you can divide into 2. I divide that money into things that I can spend, and then the other money goes into savings, money that I'm not gonna touch, that's gonna be there in case of an emergency. Savings should stay in your savings. It shouldn't be money that you're spending, because every month you're dividing your money, your income, into 3 different things, which is what you have to pay, what you can spend on yourself for that month, and then the third one is your savings. If you do these 3 things, and it's gonna make it so much easier, because when the bills come around, you already have money that's separated for that. You also have money to spend on yourself. You have a budget sheet. Every month budget sheet is different, but also very similar. That is something that is very helpful. If you budget, if you save, at the end of the year, you're gonna end up with hopefully 0 to none bills to pay. I actually have taken the time to study a lot about this just simply because it's something that interests me and I always want to stay on budget. So if you want to see me do a video that's simply on budgeting and saving and how I do it, then let me know so I can do that. If you're here at this point in the video, I am here to tell you thank you for watching this whole thing, because right now I'm about to tell you the bonus tip. Let me tell you, it is easier said than done, but if you really put this as a priority for this year, 2021 is gonna be better than anything before. Try new things and stop giving two craps about what other people around you are doing and are saying, because who freaking cares? It's really easy to get lost into Instagram, into social media, into the people around you, and lose touch with your own self. You start comparing yourself, you start bringing yourself down. You might think you're not good enough for this stuff, which in the end is not true. And who freaking cares if other people are judging you, if other people are doing different things, because you work for you and you do what works for you, and I don't care what anyone else has to say. Work and focus on what you think is important for your life. Try new things, go outside of your comfort zone, and most importantly, stop caring about what other people say, think, or are doing, because it's your life. You figure out what you want. If you need to set up some time to rethink and really refocus yourself every week, every month, then do that. Do whatever helps you grow. All the other 5 tips are gonna come in together if you really are focusing on you and stop focusing on those around you. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up so I know that this is what you guys like seeing. And if you have any video ideas, please comment down below. I am so happy I was able to tell you guys all of this. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully this works. Once again, if you think that you need bigger or more explanation about something, then let me know. I'll do a full video on a specific tip. If you want my budgeting sheet, also let me know in the comments so that I can send it to you. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. I will see you in the next video.